Fans call it the world's greatest comic magazine, the Fantastic Four. Now in the second installment of the live-action film, the group meets their biggest foe yet, the Silver Surfer. Jessica Alba reprises her role as Sue Storm, the invisible woman who's getting used to being a hero, but who still longs for kind of a normal life.
I'm not mad that you built the sensor. It was the right thing to do.
Oh, great.
I wasn't finished.
Okay, sorry. Please continue.
See, this proves exactly what I've been saying all along.
Could you drop the force field, please?
We can't even... Oh, sorry. We can't even have a wedding without it turning into World War III.
I know. But once we are married, everything will be back to normal.
We will never have normal lives as long as we do what we do.
Jessica Alba, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Let me see if we can figure out where we left off, because you were here for the first installment of this, and so at the end of that one, Dr. Doom was encased.
Yes.
He was going to be shipped off to, as you were telling me, his home country of...
Latveria.
Exactly, Latveria. and your character, Sue Storm, had just gotten engaged, right? All right, so where do we stand now?
So now we've been planning the wedding, and it keeps getting our wedding gets interrupted a few times because the world needs us.
There's things to do, people to see, people to save.
Yes, people to save, and you know, it's hard work being superheroes.
What's good about this superhero and your character is she's not the typical damsel in distress.
Right. Or
the kind of overly obvious sex symbol.
Right.
Is that one of the reasons you like playing her?
Definitely, yeah. She's quite maternal. She, in the comic, you know, she gets married. She's a family woman. She has kids, and then their kids have powers, and they have to deal with that. I just love that they're not masked. A lot of superheroes are,
they look normal.
Yeah. At night, they put on a mask and they become something else, and so they're living these double identities. But, you know, in ours, we're out in the open.
Which may explain why so many people become attached to these characters. Well, first of all, I mean, the loyalty to these stories is enormous.
Yeah.
But because they look like normal people, kind of the heroes on television phenomenon, maybe that accounts for why they're so popular.
Yeah, and they become celebrities as well. They sort of finance all of their crazy things through endorsements, and they have little action figures, and so they cash in on being celebrities and superheroes.
Let's talk a little bit about your image. Last time you were here, we talked about the fact that basically the press creates an image for you, and you don't have much control over that.
Nope.
And that in some ways the image that's been created for you is not at all like your personality.
No.
You're just the boring girl who likes to stay home, and yet, let me give you the last month for you, okay?
It's not that bad.
All right, but yeah, that's right. You told me you went out to dinner last night.
Yeah.
In the past month or so, you were on the cover of GQ magazine.
Yeah.
You came in at number 2 on the Maxim magazine Top 100 list, and you were number 1 on FHM's Sexiest Woman in the World list.
Yeah.
And yet you're this kind of wholesome girl who has a no nudity clause in her contract.
Yeah.
Why do you think this has happened, other than obvious good looks?
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm in movies, and I you know, I do some of the men's magazines, and so it's just.
Is it a double-edged sword? I mean, if you didn't do them, does it hurt in terms of publicity?
Oh, you have to do them. It's not really a choice. When you do these big movies, you have to. You know, I did 17.
Right.
In Style. Those are 2 other covers, Parade, Entertainment Weekly, and then, you know, GQ. So you kind of cover everything.
Is it ever weird to wake up in the morning, you know, you get your hair a mess, you scramble into the bathroom, you're brushing your teeth, and you look in the mirror and go, I'm the sexiest woman in the world.
I never do that, no.
You don't take yourself that seriously?
No, I never even think about it. It's kind of embarrassing, actually.
It's healthy that you don't think about it. What about ambition? Do you have a 5-year plan? Have you stopped to think about what you want out of this career?
Absolutely. You know, I got to do some independent movies, and it's nice, you know, sinking your teeth into something and having, you know, richer characters, and so I think I might veer off into doing some of that stuff.
We can always come back and do a blockbuster from time to time and have the best of both worlds.
And I did a comedy. I did a comedy with Dane Cook, and I got to do a lot of physical comedy, and I did a horror movie. So I'm in a really happy place right now. I'm excited, and this movie is really great. It's a great family film, fun popcorn movie.
How old do you think kids should be to see this? I've got a 6-year-old. Too young?
No, totally fine. No earmuffs, no
Doesn't have to wear his earmuffs?
No, none of that. You don't have to do the hands over the eyes. There's nothing too violent. There's nothing vulgar. It's wholesome. It's great.
Family entertainment.
Yeah.
We like that. Jessica Alba, thanks for stopping by.
Thank
the
you for
movie is The
having me.
Fantastic Four, second installment.
Yes.
And you're back, by the way, next Friday with the entire cast of the movie. We did that last year. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was excellent. Thank you, guys.
Jessica, thanks.